Have you ever looked up at the night sky, at that infinite ocean of silent, glittering light, and felt a sense of profound homesickness? Have you ever read the description of your zodiac sign, the one you have identified with your entire life, and felt a subtle dissonance? A feeling that while it touches upon a truth, it is not the entire truth. A feeling that a deeper, more resonant note within your soul remains unsung. If you have felt this, I want you to know that you are not imagining things. This feeling is not a sign of confusion. It is an echo. It is the memory of your Atma, your immortal soul, recognizing that the map you have been handed is not the original map of your sacred journey. What if I told you that the sign you have always believed yourself to be is likely a shadow, a reflection of a star that has long since moved on? In the modern world, we have been taught to look at the sky through a single lens, a system known as tropical astrology. But the ancient sages, the seers of the Vedic traditions, did not look at a symbolic sky. They looked at the true sky, the living, breathing cosmos as it is, in this very moment. They charted the stars not as fixed points in a long-forgotten past, but as a dynamic, unfolding scripture of light. This is the Sidereal Zodiac, the zodiac of the stars. And its purpose was never simply to define your personality, it was to illuminate your Dharma, your soul's sacred purpose for this incarnation. The shift you are feeling is a call to remember, a call to look beyond the mask of personality and gaze upon the true face of your soul's mission, written in the eternal light of the real constellations. This is not about losing your identity. It is about discovering the one that has been waiting for you across lifetimes. This ancient truth resonates for a reason. If a part of your soul recognizes this echo, honor it in the space below. Your insight is a crucial ingredient in our collective alchemy. We begin our work by transmuting the heaviest, most common lead in the modern spiritual world, the trap of the personality mask. We live in an age that is obsessed with labels, with neat boxes that define who we are. I am a Gemini, so I am communicative. I am a Capricorn, so I am ambitious. We wear these astrological labels like armor, and they provide a sense of comfort, of belonging, of self-recognition. But this comfort is a cage, a beautiful, intricate cage, but a cage nonetheless. It confines the infinite, eternal nature of your soul to a finite set of personality traits. It mistakes the temporary vessel for the immortal passenger within, and this is the great illusion. To believe that the purpose of the cosmos, with all its supernovas and spiraling galaxies, was merely to produce a dozen personality types. The fire that amplifies this trap burns brightly in our current era. The constant noise of the mundane world, the demand to have a simple, digestible identity for society to consume, forces us to cling to these labels ever more tightly. This focus on the personality mask keeps you chained to the wheel of repeating patterns. It validates the ego's story, its wounds, its fears, its attachments, rather than guiding you toward the path of liberation from that story. You become so identified with the mask that you forget the luminous divine face that exists behind it. You spend your life polishing the cage, decorating it with affirmations and justifications, while your true self, your soul, yearns to fly. This is the source of that deep inner ache, the feeling that you are living a life that is not entirely your own. It is the pain of a soul that knows it came here for a great work, but has been convinced to spend its time merely playing a part. The gold of gnosis is found in the rediscovery of an ancient science, a sacred art known as Jyotish. This is often translated as Vedic astrology, but its true meaning is the science of light. Its purpose is not to tell you what you are, but to illuminate why you are here. Jyotish does not use the symbolic sky of the Western tropical system, which is fixed to a point in time from over 2,000 years ago. Instead, it uses the Sidereal Zodiac. It looks at the sky as it is right now. It honors that the heavens are in constant, majestic motion. This difference, a shift of roughly 24 degrees, is the difference between looking at an old photograph of yourself and looking in a mirror. One is a memory. The other is a living reality. This is why, for most people, their sun sign, their moon sign, and all the planets in their chart shift backward into the previous sign when seen through the Vedic lens. The soul-shaking revelation is not that you have been wrong all these years. It is that you have been given a map to the personality when what your soul truly craves is a compass for your purpose. This is the compass of Dharma, your soul's sacred purpose. It is the unique role you chose to play in the cosmic order, the divine duty you incarnated to fulfill. And the first tool to begin this profound shift is not to rush out and calculate a new chart. It is to create space within. I invite you to a simple visualization. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Picture the symbol of the zodiac sign you have always called your own. See it before you, shimmering with all the stories and beliefs you have attached to it. With a gentle breath, allow that symbol to dissolve into a fine dust of silver starlight. Watch it drift away into the cosmic void. In the quiet, empty space that remains, a space free of labels and expectations, ask a single question into the silence. What is the sacred purpose I came here to fulfill? Do not search for an answer in words. Do not expect a grand pronouncement. Simply sit in that silent, open space and feel. Feel for a resonance, a warmth, a subtle pull in a direction you have long ignored. This feeling, this is the first whisper of your Dharma. This leads us to the second transmutation, overcoming the trap of cosmic misalignment. So many seekers feel this deeply. It is the profound and exhausting sensation of constantly swimming against a powerful, unseen current. You pour your heart and soul into a project, a relationship, a path, only to find it dissolving into dust. You follow all the prescribed steps for success, yet you feel a profound lack of fulfillment, as if your efforts are fundamentally out of sync with the universe itself. This is not a sign that you are flawed or that the universe is punishing you. It is a sign of misalignment. You are trying to navigate the ocean with a map of the mountains. You are trying to live out a story that was not written for your soul. The fire of this trap is the deep spiritual fatigue it creates. It leads to disillusionment, to a feeling that no matter what you do, you cannot find your flow. From a Vedic perspective, this experience is a direct signal from the cosmos that you may be acting against the grain of your own karmic blueprint. This is the concept of karma, a word often misunderstood as a simple system of cosmic reward and punishment. In truth, karma is the universal law of cause and effect. But it is also the sum total of the momentum your soul carries into this life. The unresolved energies, the sacred vows, the unfinished lessons from countless incarnations. It is the cosmic wind at your back, or the gale force you're fighting against. The planets in your chart, known in Jyotish as the grahas, are not merely symbolic archetypes. They are the celestial ministers, the cosmic agents tasked with delivering to you the precise fruits of your accumulated karma, both the sweet and the bitter. When you are aligned with your Dharma, the grahas support your journey. When you are misaligned, their energy manifests as obstacles, as friction, as the feeling that the entire universe is conspiring to block your path. The alchemical gold that transmutes this struggle is the understanding that your true sidereal birth chart is a sacred map of this karmic momentum. It is not a sentence, but a strategy. It reveals the energetic patterns you came here to master, the specific challenges you chose in order to evolve, and the unique gifts you were given to successfully navigate this journey. To see your chart through the eyes of a Vedic astrologer is to have the curtain pulled back on the great play of your life, to understand the roles of the actors, the themes of the acts, and the ultimate purpose of the entire production. It allows you to stop fighting the current and instead learn to sail with it. The most powerful tool for beginning to harmonize with this cosmic flow is not complex ritual, but the simple, profound act of conscious breathing. This is the science of pranayama, the regulation of your life force energy. When you feel that friction, that sense of overwhelming resistance, I invite you to pause. Find a quiet space. Sit with your spine straight. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly expand. Gently hold that breath for a count of 4, allowing the vital energy to permeate every cell of your being. Then, exhale slowly and completely through your nose for a count of 6. As you exhale, visualize yourself releasing the struggle, releasing the need to control, releasing the attachment to a specific outcome. With each extended exhalation, you are energetically declaring to the universe that you are willing to surrender your personal will to the divine will of your soul's journey. You are aligning not with a pre-written destiny, but with the sacred, intelligent flow of your own unfolding purpose. Practice this for just 3 minutes. The shift in your energetic state will be palpable. You are moving from resistance into a state of graceful reception. You know another soul who is navigating this very mystery in silence. Share this transmission with them, not as a mere video, but as a key passed from one alchemist to another, illuminating the path ahead. Finally, we must address the most subtle and profound trap of all, the trap of the severed roots. Many spiritually sensitive souls in the modern world feel a sense of profound loneliness, of being untethered from any real ancestral wisdom. The landscape of New Age spirituality, while well-intentioned, can often feel like a collection of disconnected practices, borrowed from a dozen cultures without the deep roots that give them true power. It can feel transient, superficial, and ultimately unfulfilling. This is the spiritual fast food that satisfies a momentary hunger, but provides no lasting nourishment for the soul. The fire of this trap is the spiritual vulnerability it creates. Without a connection to a deep, authentic lineage of wisdom, the seeker is like a ship without an anchor in a storm. They are tossed about by every new trend, every charismatic teacher, every promise of a quick fix. They may gather a great deal of information, but they struggle to cultivate true wisdom, true gnosis. A foundation built on sand cannot support the construction of a temple. And so the soul remains adrift, yearning for a spiritual home, for a tradition that has withstood the test of millennia, a river of truth that has been flowing since the dawn of human consciousness. The glorious, golden truth is that such a river exists. Jyotish, this science of light, is not a standalone system invented in isolation. It is an inseparable branch of the vast ancient tree of wisdom known as the Vedas. It is a sacred science, a divine revelation that was cognized by enlightened seers, the rishis, who could perceive the fundamental mechanics of the cosmos. To engage with your true sidereal chart is to do more than learn about your planets. It is to plug into this ancient, unbroken current of perennial philosophy. It is to find your place in a lineage of masters that stretches back into the mists of time. This is not about converting to a religion. It is about connecting to a universal, timeless truth that recognizes the intimate, sacred dance between the microcosm of the human soul and the macrocosm of the universe. Your sidereal birth chart is your personal, unique access point to this ancient river of gnosis. It is the proof that your life is not random, that your struggles are not meaningless. It is evidence that you are a part of a grand cosmic order, and that you have a vital, irreplaceable role to play within it. To begin to cultivate this feeling of rootedness, we can use the simple alchemical tool of color. In the Vedic tradition, the color associated with deep spiritual wisdom and the higher mind is the color of the clear sky at dusk, a deep resonant indigo or a royal purple. These colors calm the turbulent waves of the thinking mind and allow for a connection to the plane of universal truth. I invite you to consciously bring this color into your sacred space. Find a cloth of deep indigo to place on your altar. Meditate upon a purple amethyst crystal. Or simply, in your visualization, imagine a calming, luminous indigo light enveloping your entire being. This is not mere decoration. It is a conscious act of vibrational alignment. It is a signal to your soul and to the universe that you are ready to move beyond the superficial and connect with the profound ancestral wisdom that is your birthright. You're anchoring yourself in the timeless so you can better navigate the timely. Now, we move from the intellectual understanding to the direct experience. We move from the analysis of the map to the feeling of the territory itself. This is the great work. The journey we have taken so far, unmasking the personality, aligning with the cosmic flow, and connecting with our roots, has all been a preparation for this moment. A moment of true seeing. The ultimate purpose of discovering your true cosmic signature is not to trade one label for another. It is not to go from saying I am a Leo to I am a Cancer. The purpose is to transcend the need for labels altogether. It is to use the sidereal chart as a key to unlock a door within your own consciousness. And behind that door lies the direct, intuitive knowing of your Atma, your eternal, immortal self. Your Atma is the spark of the divine that resides within you. It is the silent witness behind your thoughts, the calm center within the storm of your emotions, the timeless presence that has journeyed through countless bodies, countless lives, on a grand pilgrimage back to its source. The personality, the ego, the body you inhabit in this life. These are all temporary garments that the soul wears for a specific mission. Your true birth chart, the sidereal map, is not a description of the garment. It is the mission briefing for the soul who wears it. It describes the terrain you will have to navigate, the tools you have been given, and the ultimate treasure you have come here to reclaim. And that treasure is the full conscious realization of your own divine nature and the fulfillment of your unique purpose. So I ask you now to put aside everything you think you know about yourself. Put aside the stories, the wounds, the triumphs, the failures. Put aside all the astrological descriptions you have ever read. I invite you to join me in a sacred space of inner alchemy, a meditation to connect with the truth that shines beyond the stars. Find a position where you can be undisturbed, with your spine erect, whether sitting in a chair or on a cushion. Gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the cool air entering your nostrils, the warm air leaving. Do not try to change your breath. Simply observe it, as if you were watching the tide of a gentle ocean. This breath is your anchor to the present moment, the only place where eternity can be touched. Now bring your awareness to the center of your chest, the space of your spiritual heart. Imagine in this space a tiny golden flame. It may be small, it may be flickering, but it is there. It is steady. It is eternal. This flame is the seat of your Atma. It has been with you since the beginning of time. It is the source of all your love, all your wisdom, all your courage. Breathe into this flame. With every inhale, imagine you are feeding it with golden cosmic light. With every exhale, see it growing brighter, warmer, more expansive. As this inner light grows, imagine yourself lifting out of your physical body, out of the room you are in. You are pure consciousness, a being of light, floating gently upwards, through the roof, into the night sky. You ascend past the clouds, past the blue veil of the atmosphere, until you are floating in the silent, profound majesty of deep space. Below you, you see the beautiful marbled sphere of the earth. Around you, in every direction, is the infinite tapestry of the cosmos. The nebulae glowing like celestial flowers, the distant galaxies swirling like divine thought, and the stars shining with a fierce, holy light. This is the true sky, the Sidereal sky. This is the reality the ancient rishis saw. Feel its living presence. Now I want you to ask the cosmos a question, not with your mind, but with your heart. Ask, show me my place in this sacred design. Show me the constellation that holds the key to my purpose in this life. Do not strain or try to figure it out. Simply release the question into the void as a prayer. And then, wait. Be still. Be open. You may see a pattern of stars begin to glow more brightly than the others. You may feel a magnetic pull in a certain direction. You may not see anything at all, but instead feel a wave of emotion, a deep peace, a sudden surge of strength, a profound sense of belonging. Whatever the experience, trust it. This is your soul, recognizing its celestial home. This is not about identifying a symbol. It is about feeling a resonance. This stellar pattern, this cosmic energy, is the backdrop for your Dharma. It is the archetypal power you are here to master and express. It is the frequency of your sacred purpose. Breathe in this energy. Let it fill your entire being. Feel the truth of it in your bones, in your blood, in every atom of your light body. This is who you are. Beyond the name, beyond the personality, beyond the story. You are a cosmic being on a divine mission. You are an alchemist here to turn the lead of your karma into the gold of spiritual realization. Hold this feeling. Etch it into your memory. This is your true north. This is your inner compass. Whenever you feel lost or confused, you can return to this place, to this feeling of profound connection with your soul's purpose, written in the eternal fire of the stars. Slowly, gently, when you are ready, bring your awareness back to the golden flame in your heart, then back to the feeling of your breath, and finally back to the physical sensations of your body in the room. Open your eyes. You have not discovered a new label. You have remembered a timeless truth. The journey does not end here. In truth, it has just begun. The revelation of your soul's true celestial map is not a destination. It is an orientation. It is the moment an ancient compass is placed in your hands. Now the great work of navigation begins. Do not be alarmed if this new understanding feels disorienting at first. You are shedding a skin you have worn for a long time. Be gentle with yourself. The purpose of this gnosis is not to create a new identity crisis, but to offer a profound liberation from the prison of a limited identity. You are far vaster, far more ancient, and far more powerful than any single zodiac sign could ever describe. The path forward is one of integration. It is about learning to live in conscious alignment with the sacred purpose that you have just reconnected with. It is a daily practice of choosing the actions, thoughts, and words that resonate with that deep inner knowing. So I offer you a simple practice to carry this alchemical fire into your life. For the next 7 days, begin each morning with a moment of silence. Before you check your phone, before you engage with the demands of the world, place your hand over your heart. Connect with that golden flame within and ask not, "Who am I today?" but rather, "How can I serve my sacred purpose today in the small and great things?" Listen to the quiet answer that arises, and let that be the guiding principle of your day. You are the alchemist of your own soul. The universe has given you the raw materials of your karma and the celestial map of your Dharma. The fire of your conscious awareness is the catalyst. Now, the transmutation begins. If your soul seeks a consistent source of genuine gnosis and a space to deepen your practice, I invite you to subscribe and join our inner circle. The great work is vast, but it need not be walked alone. You have a place here,